District Dabbers himself just touched down.
Yo, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Welcome to another episode of the show that we lovingly refer to as the Slab Hour. As you notice, I am not phone homie. I am not the bromie phone homie. I am his understudy, if you will. I am holding it down while my bro is on the beautiful island, the motherland of my people, Puerto Rico. He's in San Juan, Puerto Rico for their first ever public consumption event. It is the Puerto Rico, it's their cannabis cup. And he was down there yesterday holding it down, representing for our community, and actually just, you know, visiting the motherland at the same time. So shout out my bro, phone homie. I hope you have a great trip, man. I'll be here holding it down for you with my bro, A Boogie. No motherfucking hoodie. You heard?
What up, what up, what up, what up? Fuck
What
that
up,
hoodie.
baby?
What we telling them, man? Crew necks all winter.
Crew necks, and I'm wearing sweater vests. I'm doing sweater vests all winter.
Hell yeah.
High fashion.
Yeah, man. Phone homies down there in Puerto Rico in that 87-degree weather, you know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
living the life.
Yeah, international. Bringing the culture international.
Yeah.
That's what we about, expanding and building.
Yeah, and I'm fucking wearing layers.
And we're up here wearing layers.
You see what it is when you're on the low part of the totem pole?
Hey, man, this
See what
levels to
happens?
this shit.
See what happens? This is what happens, all right? Your
Your
friend is in flip-flops on an island, and you're here in the cold with a bunch of ugly. No, you guys aren't that bad looking. I'm only kidding. I bring enough ugly to the party. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. I mean, we had a hell of a week. It's been a hell of a week, guys. I mean,
Who you telling, man?
yo, bro. As we speak, I'm wrapping up event number 7 this week. I mean, we fucking went Hamilton. There was just like, I don't know if you see it on me. I'm fucking beat. All right. I look weathered. I don't look weathered. Look at all the snow on the roof.
This is what success looks like.
See all the snow on the roof?
This is what success looks like.
This is I guess. It looks like fucking no sleep and you can't put the teddy bear in the middle. Look, I can't even find my teddy bear. Where's my teddy bear? There he is. There he is. So yeah, we back. Yeah, man, it's been a long fucking week, man. So yeah, we get it popping every week, man. Sunday starts our week. Today's the first day of the week technically, so now we're right back at it. We are right back into another week of it, all right? Every Sunday night from 9 to 10 p.m., my brother phone homie hosts the Slab Hour. I'm almost certain I'll be the host for the next couple episodes, right? I'm not sure what we're doing for Christmas. We're probably going to do, me and DJ A Boogie are going to sip eggnog and hot cocoa by the fire, and we're going to critique news stories.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do.
We're gonna watch Fox News.
We're gonna debate. What's the best strain this side of the equator.
Yeah, while making fun of Fox News.
While making fun of Fox News.
That's what we're gonna do. Yo, my dude, shout out my boy Ben, cause his fucking shirt looks like a cup in the cafeteria at the supermarket, and I mean at the hospital, joints? And it makes me want to get, like, you know how they got that awesome ice at the hospital that's like snowflakes and shit, like.
You just crunch it, you just be
so thirsty. Oh, I'm so parched looking at that shirt. Can we show this shirt? Let's show this fucking shirt. Come over here, Ben. Ben, come here. Bendo, come here. Let's show this shirt. Let's show Ben's shirt. Tell me you're not fucking thirsty, or craving a milkshake of some sort. Huh? Yeah. Shout out my boy Ben. The man behind the scenes, holding it together, helping me out, man.
We gotta get a nickname for Ben.
The duct tape holding this operation together, if you will.
we gonna figure out a nickname for Ben in the next few episodes.
Yeah, we gotta come up with something. It'll be nothing like Limp Noodle, like my fam Hugo earned on this show. Shout out my fam Handbill Hugo. Haven't seen you in a while, Papo.
Yeah, what up, Hugo?
I think he's been kidnapped.
Probably facts.
I think they sent the ransom, but my other phone got disconnected, so it's just shit happens.
We're gonna work it out.
Hey, but we're gonna get you back. We love you, bro. So yeah, like I said, every Sunday from 9 to 10 we're here, and it's the Slab Hour. on Monday nights is District Dabbers and Phone Homie. We're doing our pop-up sesh. We do it every Monday. It's been running for about a solid 7 months now. It's always a wonderful event. We always have a great turnout. We always have a great time with you guys when you come out. So we look forward to seeing you. To be in the building for these events, while Phone Homie is away, it's probably not going to be the best idea to DM him. He's off gallivanting and globetrotting, if you will. So you're going to have to hit the little people, all right? You got to holler at District Dabbers if you want to be in the building for any of the events while Phone Homie is gone. So if you want to be in the building for Monday night, I'm going to need you to DM me, all right? If you want to be in the building for Monday night, you must DM District Dabbers, all right? Tuesday nights from 9 to 10 p.m. is my show, Talking Terps with District Dabbers. Wow, we're on point today, baby. Shout out my engineer, Jay, in the background holding it down for us. I don't know if you hear it, but I'm a little, like I said, I'm a little weathered and a little phlegmy, if you will. But every Tuesday night is my show is in its infancy. I think we're about a little over 20 episodes in, and I think every episode it just gets better, you know.
Yo, and there's only a handful of shows that's really doing it, really moving the can of culture forward.
Yeah.
Obviously, Phone Homie presents
Of
a
course.
Slab Hour.
I mean, it's the
every Sunday
foundation.
from 9
It's
to
the
10.
foundation. My show is presented by Phone Homie. Without Phone Homie, there would be no me.
Phone Homie presents Talking Terps every Tuesday.
Yes, sir.
Yo, pushing the culture forward. If you haven't checked it out, check out one of those. What episode number was that? We all had that smoke chamber in here.
Oh, that episode had Boom tell me that I'm one of the most provocative people he's seen, and we had my fam Rescue Grogu pull up with the Le Coffin, and we literally had a fucking smoke chamber set up right over here, and
A chamber, like think Michael Jackson.
Yo, and he's fucking
his
tweaked it since then, bro. Like now he's actually got it where it fucking smokes you to death, but it's also got a tube in there, and you inhale on the tube and you take a dab. So yeah, shout out to Rescue Grow. They keep on.
Has it gone too far officially?
No, we can never do too much. One can never do too much. You know what I'm saying? And I mean it's an attraction in itself. So like we had him at the Terp Mall yesterday. Shameless plug, Terp Mall. Every Thursday and Saturday, the Terp Mall. So yeah, we'll get to that though. Then we get to Wednesdays. On Wednesdays, we have another pop-up sesh. Again, if you want to be in the building for this pop-up sesh, you're going to need to DM me, District Dabbers. Phone Homies away, gallivanting, so you got to DM me, okay? Thursdays, we're right back at it. Thursdays, we are right back at it with another pop-up sesh. You must DM District Dabbers to be in the building. And I'm going to backtrack a little bit because on Tuesdays, while I am doing this show, my booth is available at We Lit Tuesday. Shout out to the We Lit fam.
Simultaneously.
We're simulcasting.
Up,
I have a call from the one and only Phone Homie. What's up, Papa?
Hi, it's your boy Phone Homie, and I'm tuning in live from San Juan, Puerto Rico.
Dale, Boricua.
What up, homie?
Dale, Boricua. I'm sitting here drinking coquito. This is the 127th coquito I've had since I've been here on the island.
Oh, my God. Yo, Papa, eat a acapuria for me. Some relleno de papa.
English.
I'm speaking in the language of my motherland.
Every time I buy
the
a
language
bottle
of my
it,
ancestors.
So I can't even send anything home because I keep drinking it every time I buy it. There's a problem going on.
Yo, Papa, and it's Christmas time, too, so that shit is on fire everywhere.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm like, yo.
It's like the Nutcracker in New York.
Might be the last one I get. I'm going to drink it first.
I see you, bro. Look, I'm so jelly.
The 2 bottles that were supposed to send home, I drink all of them.
Savage. So when are we going to have you back, Phone Homie?
I'm never coming back.
All right, you heard it from the man himself. He's never coming back. I am now the man in control.
Now you are now the new Phone Homie of Washington, D.C.
All right, my beard isn't long enough yet, bro. I need more training.
Hell nah, I'm coming back. I'll see you Tuesday.
I'll see my bro on Tuesday. Fuck yeah. So how about you come host my show on Tuesday?
Hey, but look, listen. On a serious tip, let me say something. Look, I want to use the platform right now to express to you we're having a great time out here in Puerto Rico, but Puerto Rico needs a lot of help, and the help has got to come from all of our fellow Americans back home in the States. We need your help, all right? I talked to a lot of people out here. I got a chance to see some things firsthand, and I'm coming back, and I'm going to try to organize a little mission, a project. I need your help to help me with this. Puerto Rico is in dire need of a lot of assistance to get them back on their feet. So taking out all the jokes aside, you know, we're having good times out here, but we're also making serious connections so that we can do our part and help bring Puerto Rico back to stability. Thank you, and thank you again.
We're going to do everything we can on this side, bro. You let our people in Puerto Rico know we love them and we're here for them.
So, hey, by the way, everybody who donated to the Shabbat Foundation, I had a chance to go over to there today personally. I met with the founder, and I had a good talk with them. We're going to do some good things, man.
That's awesome, bro. I'm just honored to be a part of it, and I'll do anything I can on my side to help, my brother. You know it.
Hey, bro, you're gonna listen. We're bringing you in the suitcase next time, man. You need to come to Puerto Rico with us.
I'm coming, Papa.
They're gonna love you.
You know somebody got to hold it down for you, though.
No doubt. We got it. Well, we got to make machines.
I got you. We're working on the cloning machine as we speak. Me and A Boogie are on it.
Yeah, we got the AI factory. We'll talk about it later.
We're like Pinky in the brain right now, bro.
Same thing we do every
real
night.
things going on out here, man. I had some real talks with some awesome people. Alex, you know what I'm talking about. And big things about to go. Big things about to pop up. But look, it's been a great trip out here. We made history with the first consumable fucking cannabis cup out here in Puerto Rico.
Dale, Boricua, pa' que sepa.
Look at Ben over there, looking so pale and skinny.
Yo, phone homie. Guess who's holding down your booth right now?
What's up, baby?
Guess who's holding down your booth? Shout out to Manito of the Real City. I got the Real City in the house holding down your booth for you, bro.
Hey, yo, I got some real Puerto Ricans right now with a little message real quick. What's up?
What up?
If there's anything you guys can do to help us, there's a lot of people who need help here.
We love you, and everything we can do to help, we will. I promise.
Thank you.
I'll give you my word.
We haven't forgotten about y'all.
DC loves you, Puerto Rico.
We haven't forgotten about y'all, Puerto Rico.
Dale, Boricua.
Dale, Boricua. Hey, listen.
Terpéalo, terpéalo.
Hermanos.
Hey, look, this guy came in the house fully clothed, right? I gave him a dab of that tangy land.
Oh, man. Terp sweats.
Motherfucker got naked real quick.
Oh, shit.
He got the damn sweats and everything. Look at his face, yo.
Dale, manito, it parece Superman. He look just like Superman. My nigga look like a superhero.
Don't let phone homie talk to you like that.
Let me get back to my coquito.
Have fun, my brother.
It's one small dab for man, one giant slab for mankind around the world. I'm phone homie tapping out from San Juan, Puerto Rico.
Dale, Boricua. I love you, my brother. Be safe.
Love you too. Peace.
Yo, that's my bromie phone homie on the check-in, man. Shout out my bromie phone homie on the check-in. I'm a little bit jelly. He just called us to rub it in.
Straight from Puerto Rico.
Just like, hi, I'm in San Juan, Puerto Rico. Why you out there in the cold?
And you guys, how is it? Is it 40?
My nipples are so hard I could cut glass. I was only kidding. Only one of them is. Because like they're lopsided.
There you go.
Do you know they're not all the same size? They're not all the same size.
Fraternal.
All right, so here we go. Additional events. On January 13th in Phoenix, Arizona, check out the Earl Cup. The Earl Cup is a cannabis awards and festival. They're having the 3rd annual Earl Cup in Phoenix, Arizona. Their events are focused on patient appreciation and dispensary accountability. It is free for certified MMJ patients to attend. Let's make sure there's nothing on the back here. Because every now and then they throw me a little sham whistle. Oh, I'm good. Yo, is that Ben is the consummate professional? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. No, all right.
Yo.
We'll call it Ben and Jay's.
How about this?
Ben and Jay, the firm of Ben and Jay are holding us down. Good fucking job. Kudos.
The BJ firm.
They have MMJ exhibitors, live music, and local food, giveaways, free samples, contest games, a VIP lounge, and much more. So make sure to check them out January 13th. All right? On January 27th and the 28th, visit the Indo Expo in Denver. Say that 3 times fast. The Indo Expo in Denver in Colorado for the latest in cannabis technology. The Indo Expo has the hometown advantage with an unrivaled first quarter B2B business platform and solution. Indoor, outdoor greenhouse production, processing, retail seminars, workshops, demonstrations, and 350 plus exhibitors. Thousands of buyers, owners, master growers, decision makers, and more. So, basically, it's going to be lit in that motherfucker. Pardon my French. It's bound to be a fun event with something for everyone. Saturday will be business to business only. But on Sunday, it is open to the general public from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. The show will be held at Denver Mart in, you guessed it, Denver, Colorado. So anyone out there in the Midwest, check them out. All right? With that, before we get into this news, I need to take a fucking dab. I think it's time to hear from my bro, Christopher Crazy. Oh, look at her. She's tipsy over there with a bottle of booze in her hands. We got the lovely host of the show before mine, and they're our guest tonight. So I'm gonna take a big giant dab for him to show him that we care. This is gonna hurt. That's poop soup. Listen to me. That shadow right there don't glisten to me. We want the slab hour. And allow for a dab hour. And you know we squash rosin all day. Was it Tacoma, Squashington? Forgive me, I'm not as cool as homie, but I have a dope fucking gumball machine rig. Take a look at that bitch. No, that's crazy. This is gonna hurt.
Wait. Do it.
This is my shit right here. If I was a wrestler, this would be the joint I walk into. I keep getting a call from Burbank, California. Somebody in Burbank, California really wants to holler at the Guala. So we're going to take this call real quick before I start this news. Welcome to the Slab Hour. Thank you for calling the potline. Who do I have on the line right now?
Yo, this is John Dawson, owner of Kung Fu Vapes, calling live in San Juan, Puerto Rico. And
Is it my sensei master, Kung Fu Vapes?
We can work something out.
Oh my God, it is the sensei.
Oh shit.
Look, buddy,
We are not worthy.
we're watching you live over here on TV. We just wanted to send some more love and support your way. You're doing an amazing job, man.
Yo, I love you, my brother. I can't wait till you
watching
open up the Kung Fu Vapes headquarters so I could come to your freestyle section and drop a verse for you, my brother.
I'm going to have to sun you, but absolutely.
Hey, I think we went through this before.
Hey,
I
did
think
he-
we went through this
Hey,
before.
did he compliment you and flame you
This is
all
kinda
in
what he
within
does.
30 seconds?
This is why he's the
Damn.
sensei.
God.
Well, you know, I did music for 15 years before I did this, and I don't think you're fucking with me.
Damn. God damn. Hey,
Shots fired. We just wanted to call.
But
Hey,
I
you
thought
doing
I
good?
thought I already flamed you at the Florida Avenue house.
damn. Talk about it.
Said you flamed me at the Florida Avenue house.
I thought I set you on
Dang.
fire already.
Bro, we're gonna set up the live battle. It's
Yeah.
going down.
How about we set up the live
Officially.
collabo?
Oh, hold
that's
on.
low.
That was
I'm with
weak.
that.
How the
saying.
hell? Nah, did you just
This is
immediately
my
go
brother.
to?
Why would I want to
Did you
battle
just
my
go
brother?
to? He just
Black
brought.
sheep. Don't do it, bro. Yeah, man.
All right, fuck it. Now I gotta give you
Nah.
the business. I try to be humble. I
Nah.
try to be cuddly. I'm working on this whole koala thing.
Dawg, he
I'm
brought
trying
the
to be
Shaka-
cuddly,
he
and
brought
you
the
fucked it
Shaka
up.
Zulu. He
now
brought
I
the
gotta
Shaka
give you the
Zulu.
business, my nigga.
He brought the Shaka Zulu warrior
You're
to
gonna
you.
get it.
Now I
But
got
in
to
the
give you the
meantime-
business. That's it. That's it.
In the meantime, I'm about to take a hot dab for you, bro.
My brother, I love you to death, man. I can't wait to see you again, man. I hope you guys have a good time, man.
Hey, I love you long time, homie. We'll see you soon.
Much love, Papa.
Peace.
That's what's up. So yeah, that's what happens. I get randomly sunned by Kung Fu Vapes.
Keeps you humble.
My nigga, I've tied people up in my life, and this guy just sunned me.
Just bam. He's like, hi, how you
Fucking
doing?
tight people
Want to tell
up.
you how good you're doing, and yo,
Yeah,
you
man.
got nothing on me.
This fucking persona I'm working. Yo, there's a lot of news here, bro. Yo,
Let's
this
make
is
it
a
happen.
Bible.
Let's make it happen, man.
All right, this is gonna be long. All right, here we go. Study finds that people prefer legal cannabis over alcohol. With legal cannabis on the rise, both medically and recreationally in 29 different states around the country, alcohol sales have noticeably dropped. Duh. According to a new study conducted by affiliates of the University of Connecticut and Georgia State, the report studied the retail sales data for beer and wine in states that had recently legalized medical cannabis and attempted to identify the link, if any, between medical cannabis laws and alcohol consumption. Sales of alcohol after only 2 years of medical cannabis becoming available had dropped 13%. Liquor stores were not factored into this because of the data collected on them was of poor quality. While others have done similar studies based upon people's estimation of their consumption of alcohol, this study stuck strictly to hard retail data. Georgia State University economics professor Alberto Chang. So this dude is Spanish and Chinese. His name is Alberto Chang. Shout out my fam Alberto Chang. He probably makes a mean meal. Yeah. Laid out how old the method is not reliable enough to make a definitive conclusion. Previous studies tried to answer the question using subjective surveys. Chong said, we use actual data about the sales, which is much better. That's hard data. We know the exact number of sales per store. Although alcohol sales decreased by 13%, it was determined that it did take a full 2 years of legal cannabis for the decrease to take full effect. However, there was an immediate 9% decrease upon initial legalization of the herb in certain states. Chong also believes that while the study only looks to legalize medical cannabis for its data, the legalization of recreational cannabis played a role in the results of the study as well. The drop in alcohol sales is so huge, it's like 13%, that there has to be some leakage, he said. Earlier findings from the Deloitte that suggested Canadians would ditch alcohol for cannabis once the plant is legalized in July were supported by this study. There's a potential for some current beverage alcohol consumers to migrate away from that category and towards cannabis when it becomes legal. The older study concluded. The study also found that in legal states, cannabis will become a competitor rather than a complement to weed. Wait a minute, espérate.
Yeah, become a competitor rather than
Hey, this is a typo, okay?
No. You
States will become a competitor rather
Trust the
than a
process.
complement to weed, as 80% of consumers choose not to mix the two.
trust the process. Hey,
I try.
you know what's dope?
He said trust the process.
Yeah, you know what's dope about statistics? 75% of statistics are made up right on the spot. So they talking about some future stuff that
So did you just make that up right now?
facts. I
My
just
nigga.
made that up right
My
now.
nigga.
So
Respect.
they're talking about 80% of consumers would not. They don't know what they talk
Yeah.
about. Most cats, at least I know, like sipping a little Henny or some Remy
So now
and,
look,
and smoke some weed. You know,
I've been
you know,
one to
on a
partake.
Friday, Saturday chill type of thing. You know what I mean?
I've been one
They
to
could
partake
live. They
in-
could
in
live.
the yakking. I've yacked a time or two. It's been a few years. I've been on the wagon though, so it don't really float my boat no more. You know what I'm talking about? But I do love the smell of some fucking cognac, my G. Like, I could literally just smell it in the cup. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably good you stay away from that.
well, Dave Chappelle poured me a shot. You remember that?
Oh, yeah. Facts.
I took that little sip. I had to do that.
You had
know what
to.
I'm saying? Like, so, all right, let's get back to this, all right? Because I lost focus here. The study also found but this should be considered a good news story, says Chang, as there's no lack of evidence that the effects of alcohol are much worse than those of cannabis. Okay? What the fuck is scromidyne? All right. Scromidyne shows up more in states with legalized pot. Scromidyne is a new term being used by many to describe the condition in which pot users scream and violently vomit at the same time.
Whoa.
According to, wait a minute. No. This is called the smoothie kebabo, correct?
Scream and violent.
It's like a medical term?
That's not the medical term, that's the nickname, and then the term is in the next.
I'm sorry. I'll
You
continue.
trust the process.
My bad. I got to trust the process. All right, so yeah, they scream violently and vomit at the same time, according to researchers. The condition, which is officially named cannabinoid
Hyperemesis.
Named cannabinoid hyperemesis syndrome, is rare and only seen in chronic cannabis users.
There you go.
One hospital in San Diego, California, sees at least one patient a day with the condition, according to medical reports. First reported in Australia.
Holla at your koala.
Holla at your koala, mates.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, it was first reported in Australia in 2004. Scromidyne seems to be on the rise in the United States due to loosened cannabis laws. Healthcare providers are seeing it more often, especially among those who have a long history of heavy use. Chalfonte Lani Queen, you're setting me up with these names.
Yeah,
A
dog.
48-year-old San Diego woman who has had the condition for 17 years said sometimes a bout can have her incapacitated for days.
Maybe she should stop smoking.
Maybe she should stop making shit up to get out of work.
Right. I'm scromidying.
Yo, I got this fucking severe case of scromatosis.
Scromidying again. You know
Oh,
how.
yeah.
Right.
So yeah, after being mistaken for an alcoholic, she lost a modeling job and has spent many thousands of dollars attempting to get answers on her condition, which has stumped her doctors for years. I've screamed out for death. Queen told Kaiser Health News. I've cried out for my mom, who's been dead for 20 years, mentally not realizing she can't come to me. In Colorado, doctors are also seeing...
Hold on. That sounds like some other shit, dog. That sounds like some whole... That has nothing to do with scromidyne or cannabinoid hypertension or whatever. She's on...
She's on that dipper.
Yeah. Stop trying to
She's
get
on
out
that
of work.
shit that had my nigga Martin acting
Hell
crazy.
yeah. That's that shit, man. That's that shit that have cats walk in the middle of Trinidad Avenue.
Let's talk about this queen over here. Let's finish with this broad, because she's crazy, obviously. In Colorado, doctors are also seeing a rise in cases of cannabis smokers reporting violent heaving, mental fogginess, and other concerning symptoms. These are all symptoms I just displayed when I took that dab. So do I have scromatosis? I suffer.
Classic case.
I need workman's comp.
Classic
I
case.
suffer from scromatosis. One study even said that after cannabis laws were relaxed, repeated vomiting nearly doubled. You guys are doing it wrong. 5 years ago, this wasn't something that doctors had on their radar. Dr. Kenyon Hurd told Kaiser Health News, we're at least making the diagnosis more now. Not much is known about what the cause for cannabinoid hyperemesis syndrome, or CHS, is. We're going to call it CHS for the rest of this article. Through toxicologists have suggested that the chemical compound in cannabis may be interfering with the body's cannabinoid receptors, which regulate the nervous system. Oh, now it's starting to make sense. Dr. Craig Smallin, medical director of the San Francisco division of the California Poison Control System and ER doctor at Zuckerberg San Francisco General Hospital, told Kaiser Health News that some may be genetically prone to CHS, or that it may be because of the rise in potency and changes to pot's chemical makeup. Nausea relief medications normally used don't have much effect on patients affected by scromidyne, and there is not much doctors can do currently to relieve the symptoms of CHS, other than to tell those afflicted with it to give up cannabis.
To knock it off.
Knock it off, bub.
Knock it off.
Just knock it off.
Eat an edible, man.
Just knock it off.
Come on.
Some have found relief from hot baths or showers, but really the only antidote currently is stopping use of the drug. Despite the doctor's analysis, patients are reluctant or refuse to give up the drug as they do not believe that the cannabis is what's making them sick, especially because normally pot is touted as a nausea-calming drug for those going through chemotherapy. Puta.
Yeah, so how's it?
For my Puerto Rican folks.
So how's it possible it stops nausea in patients,
and causes it in others.
but going through chemo, like cats are getting zapped with radiation,
Yeah.
and it stops them from vomiting, but in other people it messes with their cannabinoid
With the
system,
cannabinoid
endocannabinoid receptors system.
Receptifiers.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those who had developed cannabinoid CHS syndrome had been smoking weed for an average of 16 years before seeing symptoms develop. But some saw developments of squamidin after only 3 years of use, after starting a daily smoking routine, according to a clinical study in Philadelphia. The shape of Canada's... Oh, that's the end of that story, ladies and gentlemen. So, yeah. If you have a bout of squamidin, go down to your nearest Kaiser Permanente.
I'm sure they have some pills that'll wipe that right away.
Yeah.
Get rid of that immediately.
Yeah. Don't spread squamatosis, please. Yeah. Just rub a little Windex on it. It'll be okay.
Yeah, but real shit. If just to get deep on that for 1 moment, 1 second, then we get right back off to the slab hour. Yo, Deloitte funded that study, right?
Yes,
and Deloitte is paid by all these pharma companies, so it's amazing that they found that there was something wrong with cannabis and alcohol they can't live together. Anyway, I just wanted to get on that. Let the people at home think about that.
Of course. I agree.
Simmer on that for a second.
Let that simmer.
It's so dark.
Hold on. Let me get my teacup. As I sit here and sip my tea.
Sip my terps.
Yeah.
You've done that before.
Yo, you know what? I'm learning how to be bougie, bro. I'm at 15,000 followers, Papa.
Hell yeah.
Yes, sir. 15,000. Shout out to District Davos, because, I did it all by myself, and I don't need any. And I'm only fucking with you guys. Without me, there's no you.
Who did this?
You know what I'm
Me.
saying? Without me, there's no you. Thank you guys for the follows. I appreciate you, man. I hope that you guys are entertained. What?
When I started following you, you had like 9,000. You literally got like
Blew up.
6,000 in 3 months.
Yeah.
6,000 in 3 months.
I'm popping in these streets is the word. It's because I got a sick team. I got a sick management team. Shout out to my bro Puff Daddy, a.k.a. Phone Homie. You know what I'm saying? And, we got the CD coming out with Kanye West in 2036. And we're going to keep building this brand, the Partners in Crime brand with my bro A Boogie, you know what I'm saying? And we're just going to keep doing what we do for the public, you know what I'm saying? It's love from the dabber.
Damn. That boy good. That boy getting professional.
All right.
Damn,
man.
professional.
I'm learning. I'm a sponge.
Yeah, it is.
The shape of Canada's new cannabis market hangs in the balance as 2 recent developments could change everything. Dispensaries are coming under more legal pressure and being forced to shut their doors just as Canada is moving towards legalizing cannabis this July. Last week, Toronto's cannabis culture outlet, which had been targeted by the police in a raid back in March, shut its doors seemingly for good this time. The Ottawa Citizen reported that police have arrived at the popular store with a bailiff who changed the locks and posted a notice saying that the lease had been terminated. The landlord said that they decided that they had little to no choice given Ontario's new law aimed at ridding the province of independently owned cannabis dispensaries. The new law would impose huge fines or even jail time to those who rented the newly illegal pot shops. This is all coming only a week after Canada's House of Commons made an overwhelming vote to approve Bill C-45, the bill for cannabis legalization. This means that the Cannabis Act will now move on to the Senate. It will provide citizens limited home growing allowances and call for sales to be regulated by the individual provinces themselves. On December 6th, the country's Supreme Court began hearing a case that could end the Canadian government's monopolies on alcohol. If the justices decide to rule in favor of the man from New Brunswick fighting against the province-run liquor monopolies, the decision will set a precedent that could spark a revolution across the country for independent cannabis stores as well as alcohol. It would mean big changes, a more free and fair cannabis industry. Jack Lloyd, a lawyer representing cannabis activists who received intervener status in the case, told the Canadian press, the case began 5 years ago in 2012 when Gerald Comu was arrested by the police upon returning to New Brunswick with 14 cases of beer and 2 bottles of whiskey from Quebec. He was fined for violating a New Brunswick law that limits the amount of drink one can take into the province. The ticket, however, was contested by Camus, who cited Section 121 of Canada's Constitution Act of 1867, which mandates the free passage of all domestic goods across all provinces. Brian Lee Crowley of the Macdonald Laurier Institute, an Ottawa think tank, said the Supreme Court ruling in favor of Camus would prevent provinces from discriminating between Canadian alcohol supplier, and the same protections would be extended to cannabis as well. Camus win would make provinces not be able to prevent you from, say, mail ordering cannabis from someone in another part of the country. Crowley said in an interview with the Canadian press, Canada seems to be the guinea pig in a world study to see if cannabis legalization will mean a free market of small producers and independent dispensaries, or just another source of money for corporate giants with government ties. I wonder.
So basically, Canada shut down all the pop-up traps.
Yep.
No pop-up traps in Canada.
No fucking pop-ups. So you're going to have to come holler at Phone Home and District Dabbers for your
Holla at
pop-up
your
needs.
koala.
You're going to have to come holler at the Gualas, you know what I'm saying? 4 dispensaries received first California retail permits for recreational cannabis. On December 14th, the California Bureau of Cannabis Control gave 4 dispensaries across the state the licensing necessary to sell recreational cannabis on January 1st, when California will switch over from medical marijuana to full recreational legalization. These dispensaries are the first in the state given the privilege to sell recreational cannabis once the new year hits. Those dispensaries given licenses are Kind Peoples in Santa Cruz, Torrey Holistics in San Diego, Buddy's Cannabis in San Jose, and 530 Cannabis in Shasta Lake. All of these businesses are already established medical dispensaries, and all 4 received the necessary licensing to operate as both a medical and recreational cannabis distributor this past Thursday. The chief of the Bureau of Cannabis Control, Lori Ajax, said that many more licenses will be given out before January 1st. The Bureau stated in a press release that more than 1,900 users had registered with the online licensing system, and more than 200 applications have been submitted. A total of 20 permits were issued in this wave of licenses to 8 companies, including laboratories, distributors, and medical retailers, as well as the 4 aforementioned retail dispensaries. Although these licenses will allow the companies to operate in the new year, they are only temporary and will expire in 120 days, so the businesses will have to move quickly to acquire a more permanent license once the law goes into effect. Fuck these names, man. Khalil Mutawakil, the director of Kind People, said that he is ecstatic about ending the prohibition on cannabis, which is disproportionately targeted to people of color and filled already crowded jails with otherwise law-abiding citizens. We are increasingly grateful and honored to be granted the first licenses in the state of California. Mutawakil said in a press release, we look forward to serving every adult on January 1st, and we thank the city and country of Santa Cruz as well as the Bureau of Cannabis Control for their efforts to make this process as streamlined as possible. Under the law passed in 2016, that law legalized adult use of cannabis in California. The Adult Use of Marijuana Act, local governments were given the authority to issue licenses for the cultivation, production, and sale of cannabis products, meaning cannabis businesses operating in California must receive both a local and state permit. Unfortunately, there was a lot of pushback from local governments as well as a struggle for many to get their regulations in place for the budding industry. Get it? Budding industry. I'm giving you gold.
Yeah, man.
I'm giving you my soul.
That was everything right there.
This always happens to me. I can never fucking look.
I asked if they feel me and the crowd left me stranded.
However, with Santa Cruz County's fast tracking of applications earlier this year, kind people say they will be ready to sell cannabis at their Dubois location on New Year's Day, starting at 7 a.m., where free T-shirts will be given out to the first of their customers. They expect record crowds on legalization day. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the news. I am District Dabbers reporting for Phone Homies Slab Hour News. I think we got some videos to show you guys tonight. So what we're going to do is we're going to have my boy Jay get these videos lined up, and we're going to go into these videos. The pot line is still open, man. Feel free to give us a call anytime. Yeah, baby. Shout out to fam Chris Crazy. Shout out to bro Kung Fu Vapes. I'm coming for that ass, fuck ass nigga. Coming for that ass. That's it. I had enough.
Now, you're sure this is a 5-star, right? Because I swear I saw a Hyundai in the valet.
Richard, trust me, they have this amazing chef with a couple of Michelin stars and the best chem dog I've ever put in the air.
Gentlemen, the evening's house bowl is an organic purple Urkel from the Humboldt Redwoods. Would you like to order anything from our weed list?
I'd like to start off with a blunt of your finest White Widow, Peach Swisher, please.
Excellent choice, sir. The peach wrap complements our White Widow exquisitely. And for you, sir?
Yeah, first off, I'm gonna start with a Philly blunt of your Super Sour D's. Now, your pre-98 Bubba Kush, that's a Bubba Kush that's definitely prior to 98, correct?
Of course, sir. We import from a boutique nursery whose Bubba clones directly descend from the original pre-98 mother plant.
Yeah, let's hope so, my friend. We'll take a quarter of that for the table on ice. You know, I can tell the difference between pre-98 and post-98.
I'll weigh that sack out right away.
You notice the indica as the house bowl? I believe that's how the Belgian royal family served dinner at their last royal wedding.
Yeah, let's hope the Belgians got a good taste in Super Sour D's. So how's the family, Sebastian?
Marriage is fine. Fortunately, we had to kick out Tanner again.
Back on the booze, huh?
The maid found 4 whole beers in his sock drawer.
Jesus, you think he's selling?
Well, I don't even care. Janine and I, we're through with him. We're taking him out of the will on Monday.
You know, it's okay to try a sip or two of brewski in college, right? But you've given him chances, Seb. I say if someone can't get through life without getting hammered all the time, you gotta cut the cord.
7.3 grams pre-98 Bubba Kush.
Oh yes, that's fire.
Have you found any appetizers, gentlemen?
I'll take the quail chili nachos with some goat cheese and some truffle oiled tater tots with pesto aioli.
Extremely bomb, sir. Extremely bomb. And for you?
I'm gonna take the baby bison sliders and sriracha tartare.
Of course. Enjoy your rips, gentlemen.
That White Widow looked pretty damn sticky from where I was sitting. How was it?
It's delicious. You know, the buds are aged in antique colonial barrels. Did you hear about these alkies trying to legalize booze?
Completely ridiculous. Ooh, that's that loud.
I hear in Vermont they're trying to pass a bill for medicinal wine, saying it helps with stress or is good on the heart.
I don't see how putting poison in your body can be good for anything.
I mean, can you imagine what would happen if booze was legalized?
Society would collapse. Everyone would be either hammered or hungover all the time. No one would go to work. Any 6-year-old could get a hold of a jug of tequila, and the roads would be filled with drunk drivers.
Some Keef for you, gentlemen?
Oh, that'd be wonderful.
Some Keef?
Let's take a little Keef.
Keef?
A little Keef.
Oh, there's weed in my water.
Sit.
Let's go. You know, Carl in accounting heard his nephew shot 2 pure whiskeys, 1,000 proof or something. Found him in the woods 3 days later, naked, wrestling a pack of coyotes.
Jesus. I told you about that study I read that proved how alcohol makes you beat your wife.
Excuse me, your green crack? What is it, an indoor, outdoor, hydro?
Our green crack is a dro, but I can recommend our blue cheese if you're looking for something outdoor organic.
Yeah, sure, let's go with a dub of that.
How's your cat piss?
Very pissy, sir.
Just get me 2 grams of the Alaskan Thunderfuck.
Right away, sir.
Well, this place isn't half bad, Seb. Beautiful craftsmanship on these blunts.
And I'm faded as fuck.
No, it was a fake mustache. She's wearing it. I told her that it wasn't real. He wouldn't let me take it off his face. Kept hitting my hand.
For Christ's sake.
Jesus. They let winos into a place like this?
Yeah, 5 stars, huh, Seb?
Gosh, I can smell it from here.
What do you know?
There's a violence in their movements. Subtle violence.
I am so sorry, Richard. I know of a great high-end hash and hamburger spot a few blocks away if you want to go.
No, it's fine. Someone's got to put these boozers in their place.
That's real. You're out of your mind.
Excuse me, I don't know if you're on vacation or something, but you're honestly humiliating yourself. Everyone knows you're drunk, and this just isn't that type of place. So you'd really be doing yourself a favor if you went back to whatever basement or sofa or wherever you guys booze it up, and please leave this establishment.
So sorry.
Shit! Fuck! This man swung first! This man is drunk! He's a criminal! I was assaulted. This is self-defense. He swung first. Let's get out of here, Sebastian. This place doesn't even have a decent dab selection. He's drunk! I hate alcohol!
Hey, young America, we need to talk. You may think this is uncool, you may even think it is bogus, but I want to tell you about something that has everyone buzzing. Something that concerns mature boys and girls just like you. Something called grass. Not that grass. I'm talking about marijuana. You may have heard of it. You may have seen someone smoking it, like those burnout bohemians or that crazy-eyed custodian at your school. You may have taken a toke or two. But do you know the whole story? Do you know the blunt truth? Weed, grass, ganja, joint, doobie, do, chronic, ace, lobo, loco, love boat, bud, buddha, blunt, pot, pat, pin, chiba, 420, and hashish, or hash for short. No matter what you call it, no matter what hip street lift it's referred or referred to by, it all comes from the same stash. It's all marijuana. I know what you're thinking. What is marijuana? What makes marijuana so dangerous? Where can I get some marijuana? Well, brother, I'm not going to nickel and dime you. I'm not like the man all you kids are rebelling against. I'm hip. I know what young people are dealing with these days. In fact, here are some of my free-thinking friends to prove how completely not square I really am.
Parents are hypocrites. They tell us one thing, but then they do another. Why don't they practice what they preach?
Adults never have time to listen to us. And when they do, they just don't think what we're saying. Why can't we dress the way we want in school?
So what about grass? Let's start with the basics. Marijuana is a plant that grows best with plenty of water and sunlight. Its leaves extend outwards in a star pattern some say resembles a hand, an open palm reaching out to claim its next victim. Rolled in zigzags, or puffed from 7th period woodshop projects, the smoke from this plant causes a brief state of euphoria, immediately followed by permanent insanity. Users are prone to unpredictable behavior, including junk food binges, joyride, and a sudden urge to wear sunglasses at night.
Marijuana should be made legal. Now! Now!
Plus, they look flat out crazy. You there! Stop laughing. Laughing is a symptom caused by blowing pot. Take a good look at yourself. Are you addicted? Are your eyes half shut and bloodshot? Do you recognize that person in the mirror? Then blame it all on marijuana. Long-term use of marijuana can lead to a psychological dependency. Soon, you'll be taking all sorts of measures to get your fix. People will start calling you names like pothead or Smoky McBongwater. Losing all motivation, it's likely that you will drop out of school, take a sudden liking to sitar music, and maybe even get felt up by a cop or two. So why smoke grass?
I took it on a dare.
And if I dared you to jump off a cliff, Would you do that too?
Man, everybody blows pot.
I know this one guy that doesn't. Wait, not that guy. This guy.
Oh, no, thank you. Not for me. For our pie, it enhances my creativity.
No, it doesn't. Look at these paintings. The artist was stoned when he painted these. Those don't look like real flowers. Is marijuana really where it's at? Is it really as righteous as you think? There is more to life than grass. There are fulfilling careers and groovy beach parties. The closer you look, the more seeds you find in your stash. Follow your hopes and dreams. Be someone. Do yourself and your country a favor. Don't let this happen to you.
You know, I've been smoking weed since long before anyone paid me to smoke weed. Did you ever realize that you're not in traffic? You are the traffic. You know, some people say you can't go back, but sure you can. Just put the car in reverse. Whoa, I thought this was a 405. That's a lot of bull. Siri, how do you move a bull off the road?
Showing results for how to blow your load.
Come on, Siri, we don't have time for this.
The time is 4:20. Your appointment with parole officer starts in 10 minutes.
Oh, shit.
And dude, you smell like a sack of sour diesel. To avoid jail time, use a chalk swipe to remove the smell of weed from your clothing prior to appointment.
Okay, directions to parole officer.
You have been parked at your destination for 30 minutes.
Well, thanks for being responsible, Siri.
He can never be Siri, us. Can he? See? I can say funny shit too.
Yo, shout out to Tommy Chong with the motherfucking smoke wipe commercial. That shit was dumb funny, bro.
Yo, that
The
shit was...
other
You've been
one.
parked at your destination for 30
Yo,
minutes.
I now will only answer to Smokey McBong Water.
Hell yeah. And
That's my new name. So, yo, guys, man, thank you
Smokey
for tuning
McBong
in, man,
Water.
for another fucking amazing installment of the Slab Hour presented by my brother Phone Homie. I am the standing in for the big homie. And we're going to end this show with a fucking dab like my bro will want me to. So let me get this joint hot. It's your boy Jay, the District Dabber. Holla at your guala. If you from Australia, holla at your koala. You heard? You heard the man. You heard the man. Shout out to bro Chris Crazy. Shout out the fam. What we need though, bro? What do we need? Yes, sir. I gotta have him. I'm about to have Adam. Shout out my bro A Boogie. No hoodie. Strictly cardigans. Shout out to Ben. Shout out to the fam. Jay holding it down. Shout out to the real city. And my bro Derek holding it down. Catch me on Tuesday night for another episode of Talking Terps with District Dabbers. Much love. One small dab for man, one giant slab for mankind.